we are diving straight into the political turmoil shaking Westminster. Chris Mason reports on how Sir Keir Starmer's cabinet is completely split on the fundamental question of whether the Prime Minister should continue, with ministers grappling with whether to resign or be sacked, and the public loss of confidence in the Prime Minister flooding the political landscape.
Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to hold it with one hand? The PopSocket's Pop Grip gives you a secure grip, works as a phone stand, and even lets you swap the top for a fresh new look. Simple, useful, and perfect for everyday phone use. Click the link in the comments to grab yours on Amazon.
Next up, we switch gears entirely to the ice. Get ready for the action as the Colorado Avalanche look to fight back in Game 4 against the Minnesota Wild in this crucial playoff matchup, with Mackenzie Blackwood taking the morning skate and the stakes incredibly high for the series outcome. Then we shift focus to culture and industry with a story that will redefine textiles. Discover how the golden threads of Raiboy are sparking a massive textile revolution as Meghalaya launches its very first Erie silk manufacturing unit, signaling a huge shift in the region's economic landscape. And finally, we look at the political shifts reshaping the nation. We examine how the 2026 Assam Assembly election signaled a major sociological shift as voters rejected several prominent Congress dynasts, setting the stage for a completely new political era. Stay with us for the full breakdown. Sir Keir Starmer's leadership faces an existential crisis as his cabinet is deeply divided over whether he should remain Prime Minister. The fundamental question of his tenure has fractured the top table of ministers, creating an unsustainable situation that demands immediate action, either through resignations or a change in leadership. Following private consultations, ministers received conflicting advice on whether to support Starmer or advocate for his departure. The internal dissent has escalated significantly, with Labour MPs publicly voicing loss of confidence in the Prime Minister at an alarming rate. Some MPs have expressed harsh criticism, suggesting Starmer is repellent to a significant portion of the electorate, particularly as the party navigates its challenge against Reform UK. However, other colleagues are reportedly watching the internal implosion with alarm and are prepared to publicly defend the leadership. Starmer himself appears resolute in his desire to continue, believing there is a genuine risk of a protracted leadership contest that would yield a successor with a very questionable mandate, as they have not won a general election. Nevertheless, sources indicate that the arithmetic and sentiment facing the Prime Minister are bleak. Tensions are now manifesting in direct conflict, with rival leadership camps engaging in mutual briefing and a blame game regarding the current political difficulties. The situation culminated in a tense cabinet meeting on Tuesday morning, where Starmer's hand-picked team reportedly disagreed on the duration of his tenure. Political commentators view this instability as a reflection of a new political reality. The author notes that the current environment, marked by instability and prime ministers with short sell-by dates, is the new norm, suggesting that neither a large majority nor a long tenure offers protection against this ongoing volatility. The Colorado Avalanche face a critical showdown tonight in Game 4 of the Round 2 series against the Minnesota Wild at Mile High Hockey. Following a disappointing 5-1 loss in Game 3, the Avalanche are looking to bounce back in Minnesota with the goal of securing a 3-1 series lead. Game 3 proved to be the Avalanche's worst performance of the playoffs, characterized by an inability to generate offensive momentum, allowing the Wild to control the vast majority of the game. While Game 3 was considered a must-win for Minnesota after falling behind 2-0 in the series, the Avalanche now have a significant opportunity to respond and push the Wild toward elimination. A notable development for Colorado is the potential start of Mackenzie Blackwood, who took morning skate in the starter's net, with Josh Manson and Joel Kiviranta also participating. However, Jared Bednar has not confirmed any lineup changes for the Avalanche. The series narrative suggests that Minnesota, possessing superior talent, demonstrated their capability in Game 3 by controlling the game and finding offensive rhythm. The Wild are expected to fight to even the series tonight, aiming to tie the series at 2-2. No lineup changes are anticipated for the Wild, as Joel Eriksson Ek is not ready to play. Key lineups for the Avalanche include Gabriel Landeskog, Nathan MacKinnon, Martin Necas, Arturi Lakonen, Brock Nelson, Valerie Nishishkin, Ross Colton, Nazem Kadri, Nick Roy, Parker Kelly, Jack Drury, and Logan O'Connor, alongside Devin Toews, Cal Macker, Brett Kulak, Sam Malinski, Josh Manson, and Brent Burns, featuring Mackenzie Blackwood and Scott Wedgwood. Minnesota's expected lineup features Kirill Kaprizov, Ryan Hartman, Matt Zuccarello, Marcus Johansson, Danila Yurov, Matt Boldy, Yakov Trenin, Michael McCarron, Vladimir Tarasenko, Marcus Foligno, Nico Sturm, and Nick Foligno, supported by Quinn Hughes, Brock Faber, Demon Hunt, Jard Spurgeon, Jacob Middleton, and Zach Bogosian, with Jesper Wallstedt and Philip Gustafsson in goal. A recent article published by Meal Business newspaper, dated May 12, 2026, highlighted the creation of the universe of colored threads by a 96-year-old writer. The article appears to be a featured piece, indicated by its placement under the Most Read section, suggesting significant reader interest in the writer's work. While the provided content is brief, the focus is clearly on the literary achievement and the longevity of the author. The article itself is presented in English, with a note indicating it was translated by GripLab's Mingo AI, underscoring the global interest in this work. This piece serves as a tribute to the creative output of a writer who has spanned a remarkable 9 decades. Meghalaya is set to make waves in the textile industry, with the launch of its first Erie silk manufacturing unit, signaling a potential textile revolution. This development is highlighted by a report from the Borderlands. Meanwhile, political shifts are also underway in Assam, with the 2026 assembly election serving as a barometer for a significant sociological change in Assamese politics, as voters demonstrated a clear rejection of several established Congress dynasts.